Black America is done with them. We were done with them at the vote. Everything that y'all revealing, they've been doing to us for 500 years, killing us, committing genocide on us. And we just survived because out on the outside world, y'all white is right mind portrayed us as we were the bad guy. So at the vote, we said we were done with them. We ain't said nothing to them, nothing. The Ghana needs man. NAACP, the people in here had hundreds of years to do that. Black America, we don't know why they're opening up their mouth. They didn't do it for us. They didn't help us. I just want y'all to know what's really going on. Black America is cool. We at the boat told them to leave us alone. We ain't marching. We're not working for them. We're not doing shit. We're building our own infrastructures. We will not do business with anybody who do business with blacks, raccoons, and something like and racists. We won't. They won't get our dollar. We're gonna do black owned, black owned, black owned. We cannot beat the stereotype, the big machine that's telling y'all lies. But baby, at the boat, we told them to leave us alone because of this. We weren't gonna be shamed. We knew that they didn't give a fuck about us. We knew that they weren't gonna pay us shit. We asked them to do right by us and they couldn't do it. That means get off our land, stop lying to people, they won't do it. So don't think that it's affecting Black America. That Lax Raccoon, something like they flunkies that's on the news. Them racists that'll let them rape, abuse them, and molest their children. They make it, it's the willing victim and the victimized. That is not Black America. Ever since the vote, Black America been resting. We ain't been doing nothing. They fired us off their jobs. They told us to get out the way, so we did. Just that dude up there that said no and then turned around and said, listen, and that was a person of color, wasn't it? That's the problem we have in this country. They eat the cheese out the racists. The racists use them. And then they turn around and look at us like we the problem. Then come projected around the world like it's black folks. No, now that y'all see this, we have to self-protect ourselves. So when you see they getting their head busted, when you see they let them out of jail when they did something and we bust their head, you understand why now? Because nobody comes for us. Nobody helps real Black American. They want us to sell our soul to them kind of people, and we don't. We don't. We're not selling our soul. We represent the ancestors who were here that invited them in. We made it 500 years over the loop. We never asked them for nothing but to leave us alone, y'all. They couldn't even do that. All we ever asked them, if you hate us, you stay on your side, we'll stay on ours. When that generation died and understood the agreement, these people are demons. They are demons. They got in, they pipeline themselves in positions and to steal money, and they were going to blame it on Black America, but we didn't go for them positions. We knew what was coming. We 500 years ahead of them, bruh. They don't acknowledge us. They act like that. This is our land. Our ancestors left them in here. They looked at us because Packer put on a piece of paper. They talking about we sitting here looking in our face, telling the stories we knew. They just act like they don't see us or hear us. And when they went up there, they didn't expect nobody to stand up for Black America. Y'all not understanding why it's a big deal for Ghana to do that for us. They didn't even pay attention to the Ghanese people, apologized, stood up and said, yes, this, that, told us everything. Because they didn't care. Only thing they heard is reparations. They didn't hear slavery. They heard money. And they don't even understand all we needed was somebody to touch and agree. We knew it was wrong. We don't, that world y'all looking at on that TV, that's not Black America's world. And we are not going to show them until we get our satellite. I don't know what that means, baby, but it's time now. I want y'all to, and I'm just speaking as a black American from Mississippi that's living in Mississippi that did do the work. I got my own companies. I couldn't trust these people. I had to do this alone, and it hurt. It broke me. But guess what? When I seen them people have to admit in front of the world that they didn't want us to have reparations and they do not care about us, that was the moment for me. Now the world sees why we got to protect ourselves. The world sees they will kill us, tear us down, abuse us, and then blame us because they doing it to us. We don't, Black America don't have a problem with the world. We have a problem with the world not knowing who we really are and believing what white people say, then come disrespect us. Come on, I'll do it. And then guess what? Look at them. They have, that is the same primitive being, same racist spirit. They're not, they think it's power to be in places, not to govern. People are starving. This is a third world country for real, and the only people got money is black folks. We are the only ones thriving and surviving. We not crying about nothing because we've been through this too. It's never been easy for black Americans. And then because soon, like now, soon as somebody think they giving us a little bit of something, I got it in my blood. Thank you. How did you? Probably my, yeah. I'm a Mississippian, baby. Just go research. I got Oriental. I got Indigenous. I got African. I got European, and I got something else. But those you could tell everything I said to you. Those are the dominating features that don't let me hide. But I'm American. My people have always told me, even my racist granduncles, and they would say stuff like, you gotta understand, that was the time, we didn't know no better. That's why I cannot take the excuses from these people because they have knowledge. They know what they're doing is wrong. They're used to all black people who say that's white people, we gonna stay covenant, we not gonna worry about it. Our people didn't understand they're projecting it to the world. You know when they got that? You know, when they were in the 80s, when they were doing Pan-Africanism, we were shocked, like, okay, and we knew what they was finna do. Every time, it's more than our unity, y'all. It's the fact that we are the commodity. We are the revenue, our living bodies. That's what they use for commerce and trade. Enslaved us. Put on a piece of paper, the enslaver wrote it was legal to enslave us. And everybody had one. Moors had one. The indigenous had, yes, they did. You know the excuse they used for us, slave black kids, we weren't pure blood. Now they stole us. They put us there. Whether China, Japan. That's why all them cruise ships y'all see, and you're wondering why, how can they? That's what they did. Them people thought they was going on voyages. And if you check right here in Mississippi, if you check their blood, it's all that in their blood, and these people never been nowhere. A lot of them have never been outside of Mississippi. So what is all that doing in their bloodline? Then as I came here, because my whole family, I was born in California, God told me to come. If you knew me, that it's just a myth. And I'm wondering why. And I sit there and seen it myself. I love everybody from the racists, black, everybody, but I don't put up with them out of their humanity because they'll be dangerous. They'll kill me. I walk around with a grenade because they will hang me. This is not a game. And lats and raccoons will set me up because it's making them look bad. They tried it on me before. I just knew how to maneuver. I'm telling you my experience. I own a nonprofit. I own an entertainment placement company. I had to penny my way up. I'm the only one of my kind in the world. Only one in the world. But I can't get one person to help me. Multi-millionaires will come around me, and because I wouldn't sell my soul, or I wouldn't, you need to get with somebody. And don't let no white person say she's smart. That, oh, they coming in the flood, but they ain't gonna help me. They gonna see if the white person gonna come and help me. So I had to just do this alone 28 years. That's why that moment, they already knew they were saying it in our face. They were doing that stuff in our face, and black folks was like, y'all is getting ready for the okie doke. Y'all don't know what you talking about. Then look at them. That's willing victim and victimizing. And the shock was when one gun these men stood up for us. Y'all pay attention. If he hadn't did that, who else would have did that for us? Let's be honest. We got to be honest here. He went through that process. NAACP here how long? ACLU been here how long? All these been here how long? Black Congress been here how long? And he know the flack he taking. But because he stood up for us, the rest of y'all did. You know, we never seen that. We never seen that. We never seen nobody stand up for Black America. My old address. If you're not one of their slaves, if you're not the one letting them rape you and abuse you, if you're not letting them pipeline your kids, they don't even acknowledge you. That's why you have a lot of Black American youth who try to scribe. That's what for. And then they'll tell y'all that you bad, this, that. They put that in their head. That losing your soul and being a flunky for a world system make you wealthy and rich. And when they try to do things independently on their own, if they're not really having it in their heart, they have to do it by themselves. And I'm gonna tell you from a person who used faith, I did it by myself. I didn't do it by myself with God. It was God's using it because there is no way I made it this far. My thing is, Black America, once that vote came, we drew the line. And then we were surprised because when I tell you this, nobody around the world ever came for us. Everybody that tried to help us went through their system and they killed them and set them up. Their whole thing was for Black Americans not to know who we really was. And we always knew. That was part of our heritage to know where you was. We even know how they took us to other countries, brought us back to reclassify us. Yes, they did that to us. We know everything they ever did. But when we say, oh, Black, y'all would rather abuser, the white man that abused us to tell you. That's why that for him to do that for us shocked the world. For him to press, for that to be done for us shocked the world. And that's all we needed. I'm telling y'all the good honest truth. For me to see an African acknowledge what they did. Y'all made me shout around this house and tell my ancestors we made it. We didn't want them to give us nothing. We didn't want no welfare. We didn't want none of that. We want to be left alone. We want to be safe because we can feed ourselves. We take care of this country. They don't do anything but freeload off us. You know why they broke now? Because we stopped spending. We took our money out the banks. We stopped spending. That's why they broke now. And they won't even admit it. They will not admit when Black people stop, we fall. We had to find out about Omar Gaddafi years after he had died. Every time y'all think y'all helping Black America, you going to our abusers. White faces in high places hate us. They hate us worse than the racists because they look at us with a disdain because we didn't sell our soul. And every time they look at us, they got to realize they're not Black. They sell us. And they will help the white. They will help. Look. And I'm telling you, you broke a curse. It was so much to us. It wasn't about them. It's not about none of that. It's the fact that an African stood up for a Black American and said, I'm not going to stop till it's acknowledged. If y'all want the money, we don't care. Y'all, we don't care about that because we are the money. Y'all don't get it in America. We are the commerce and the revenue. Our color costs more than gold by the ounce. That tender was a slap in our face. That's why they put white people faces on it. That's why they put Abraham Lincoln backward on a brown penny to pick on him. They thought they was going to confuse us with Republican and Democrat and know them Dixiecrats. They killed off the Republican Party, got in a place and put on suit and ties. They cannot govern, they cannot rule. They had a 400-year plan. And white people, white faced it and whitewashed it, just like Donald Trump showing you what they've been doing to us for 400 years. I say 500. And that man in Ghana broke that curse. And then Ibrahim tried invited us because they complained about the ghetto. He invited us to come over there. Y'all know who went over there? Yep, blacks. And when they got over there, he told them, hold on, you work for the government. He asked for the ones in the trenches. Y'all ought to know how wonderful these people are. They are the blood that makes this country pump. But nobody does for them. They make them sell their soul, give away their blackness, be white like. Yes. Like now, white people that's it, don't know how they gonna eat, they broke. Ain't got nothing. But they'll hold on to their racism. We didn't do that to them. They got an all-white president, all-white Congress, all-white Senate, all white. They said they're being discriminated against because there's money in a fund for discrimination, and they got a judge that as soon as he hit, they play this whole system. Yep. And they put the people in a place, corrupt judges. They know they corrupt. But they'll kill one of our children at a stop sign. They'll gun them down in their bed. Yeah, this is what we had to survive. That's why that one man standing up for us, and he didn't give up. They had tabled that before. He didn't give up. That's what made us appreciate him so much. Because nobody did that for us. Not even NAACP. They didn't. No, them lats and raccoons was the guardrails telling them white folks we ain't shit and they can handle us. Because if they were, why it took a man from Africa in 2026? And did you see the black man? Love you. Did you see the black man that stood there? What did he say? What did he say? That was a black man about black people. So imagine a system of people with that mind plus people that hate us already. For 400 years. They come to your country, tickle your ear, call shit in your country, tell people to come over here. They needed people of color because they wanted to replace us. It was a running joke. You niggas think we need you, we'll go anywhere else. Pay them less. Yeah, they don't ask y'all to come over here to pick you. They do that to y'all to be their new slaves. To use you as a force against black America. If it's not true, why don't they bring you to black communities? Why they don't let you go to black schools? Why when you are taught about America, you're taught in a construct? This is the truth. That's why it's so powerful. For 400 years, nobody from Africa talked directly to black America. And for the first time, he talked to us. He did it for us. The African elders, we're number 14 in the diaspora. Did y'all know that? The ones who died before you in the Pan-African movement, they set some things, solidified some breadcrumbs where we would have a place in the governing system. And they tried to keep us from that. So when he stood up for us, he did something nobody ever did. Everybody else went to the white man to get to them to tell us. He took it upon himself to stand up himself and his people to go to court to do that. Hey, yeah. Thank you. Everybody in the continent that's pushing all over the world, that's pushing. Change your mind and decided, hey, I want to support them. We thank you. Black America thanks y'all. And thank you to the Gunanese people for breaking that curse. For us, it's not about money. Just for Africa to care was enough for us. And whatever happens, no, your effort was enough. Just to see, and I seen it. I seen when y'all stood out there, all the elders apologized. Y'all told it. I was shocked that they didn't know. I seen y'all and y'all were apologizing and gave that decree. And I'm just like, and that was years ago. I'm like, what is happening? They really didn't think y'all would go all the way with it. But Black America thanks you for breaking the curse. Thank you. All we needed was one to care. We got this. Y'all know we got to motherfucking get down with the get down. We got to self protect ourselves. And Africa, we love you. All over the diaspora, we love all of you. We just didn't know. We didn't. Them white folks are lying to you. They did not want us to know who we were as a whole. But our elders told us. We just couldn't tell them we knew. And we were like, ain't nobody coming to help us. And I'm 53. I started civil rights work at 14. When I got here in 97, I started human rights work because I seen how bad it was. I couldn't just leave the white people out either because poor white people, it's horrific for them. And their own people do them like that. Yeah. So as an American, the melting pot kid, you hear me? I thank you for y'all just be you. Be you. Be self-sufficient, independent. Be you. Once Africa get united, everything else gonna follow. Everything, I promise it will. We're just a priestly generation because God had to take us in his bosom because of what these folks was doing to us, baby. When I tell you the Holocaust, Palestine, all that together ain't got shit. They just stopped in 2025 because we told them, fuck it, we gonna die, we'll kill y'all with us. That's where we at. Because they won't stop unless we stop them. And when you did that, that shook the world. And then to see how many of y'all, I'm getting ready to get a program for my children to visit all y'all countries. Because I want y'all to know how much we appreciate y'all just standing up for us. We are the money. We are the commerce. We ain't got to make nothing. But to be acknowledged. Thank you. And don't let nobody tell them Miss Catina said. Tell them you're lying because I talked to Miss Catina. She said it is not no, it's no chaos. What we're doing is finding out who everybody is. Because they never will let us know. And now we can see on our own. Y'all just be. And again, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, and thank you.